Okay, good evening, everybody, and welcome. It's Wednesday night, and we've got a spectacular session in place here this evening for you. You're in the right place at the right time. Let me just make sure this is working okay. But we're excited tonight to have Dr. Marty Monahan from the state of Florida. He's the owner of Sunridge Health and Healing Center. He's co-authored the book, Blueprint to Optimal Health, and he's lectured extensively on a number of different subjects, including nitric oxide, phytoplankton, testosterone, and many other items and ideas and products and strategies to help people achieve a greater wellness in their life. And Dr. Marty, it's such a pleasure to have you here tonight to share with us some of your insights that you've gleaned about testosterone, the need for it, where we're at here in the world today, and what we need to stay well and live our best lives. So, Dr. Marty, great to have you here. I see you've got the QR code there on the slide. That will connect you, just so you know, that will connect you to Dr. Marty's Telegram group where you can ask the doc questions. If you have any questions after the session, he's made himself available, which is sensational. So you just have to access that with your camera, the QR code, and that'll take you to the Telegram group. We'll show that again at the end of the session, just in case you miss it now, and we'll get that QR code to you at the end of the session. But with no further ado, let's welcome Dr. Marty Monahan with us tonight.
Thanks, Rob. Thanks, Rob. You know what? This is a fun time that we have set aside every Wednesday night, and we kind of call this a little fireside chat. And what this is some insights on what's going on with NRG, the company. Also, what is happening with our health and what you can do about it. This is a science-based product line that is got a lot of validity behind it. And so the nice thing is when you have a high quality nutraceutical, this is going to affect the level of your health. It's not try this and see how you feel. It's no, when you take this, there will be a therapeutic benefit. So yes, that is my QR code right there. So what you have to do is you download Telegram on the App Store, and then you can join that's my link right there. And if there's any questions that you guys have, I will post them on the Sunridge feed, and I'll also answer them directly down to you. Okay, so there's no wrong question. There's just unasked questions, and there's nothing. This time's for you. I've set this aside time way from my day to be with you at this time. So let's dive right in. There is a challenge that's happening, and it's happening across the planet. It's not just isolated to a certain region, and it has to do with our endocrine system. As we age and as we're exposed to endocrine disruptors, hormones become out of balance, and this is happening more and more regularly. There's more and more health challenges that are associated with hormonal decline. Hormones are protective. They're anti-cancer. They're good for bone density, for brain health, cardiovascular function. There's just so many things that our hormones are responsible for to maintaining us as we break down, as we hormonally break down, we break down. And this happens for men and women. And this is something that is totally preventable. And this is something that you can definitely do something about. This is more serious than actually what people think. And the experts say that by 2045, which is in 19 years from now, Rob, then this will be that if current things are trending, there'll be not enough population. This could be a zero birth situation. There was a wonderful movie called Children of Men, and Clive Owens did a great job with that movie. But it was just this thing, and if sperm counts down by about 0.5% to 1% per year for the last 30 years, and so this is a real threat to our existence, and we have to do something about it. Okay, not only just personally, but as a society, we have to address these these endocrine disruptors. They're literally islands of plastic waste. One of the companies I work with is Corsair that actually collects this plastic waste and puts it back into petroleum. It's incredible, but we need to really look into this and understand that this is insanity. And so you don't want plastic around you. Some of it's impreventable. I mean, it's just you just have to have it, but things like these Ziploc bags and these plastic bottles and saran wrap and cutting utensils and cutting boards and all these things accumulate. Our toothbrushes, all those things will cause a endocrine disruption load as time goes on. And what happens is as they break down, more surface area occurs, which then causes more problem. Okay, so a solid mass of, say, a plastic bottle isn't as bad versus having it sit there in the sun and cook and then leach out the plastic molecules into the water. And if you know of anything about shipping, these things sit on cargo docks and they get cooked with sun, and that's why you'll taste it sometimes. You'll actually taste this chemical plastic taste. So the average person has about this much in their pen as a pen that they're consuming in plastic every week. And it's about the size of a credit card that's actually in our brain right now. When we are exposed to this, whether it is men, women, or even children, there will be problems associated with this. Okay. And that's why we're seeing more and more diseases, more obesity, more endocrine disruption with diabetes, more immune auto problems. Again, like I said, lower sperm count, more cancers, all bad things are associated with this problem. So the key is to make better decisions. Okay. When you have an option, make a better decision. You should educate yourself about this. You need to invite others to this call. And the reason why is because, yes, you are going to help them down the line. It's not drinking from one bottle that does it. It's a lifestyle. It's accumulation. It's a process that can be fixed and you can minimize your exposure to these things. Companies are recognizing this. And so there's a lot of industries right now that are actually shifting their gears into something that's different than plastic. There's things like hemp. There's a water bubble. It's actually a bottle, but it's a bottle. It's a bubble. And you just put it in your mouth and it bursts. And that's your water. So there is a lot of science right now being dedicated towards doing this better for us. Do not participate in the plastic game. You will lose. When testosterone, and one of the first ones that goes down is testosterone. As testosterone goes down or goes up, there's going to be health benefits. As it drops, there's going to be problems. Whether it's muscle mass, bone density, brain acuity, cardiovascular function, all these things tie into optimal hormone levels, not just testosterone, but all hormones. What I have a problem with is high hormones, low hormones, or synthetic hormones. We need to be in a certain physiological range. And when we're in that range, life is better. Life is better across the board. It really is. Your health is one of your first wealths. In fact, it is your wealth. Just think about it. Having three more zeros on the back of an account somewhere versus and having enough money to do anything you want to with, but yet you don't have your health. You're not going to be laying in that bed thinking about another zero. You're going to be thinking about, I wish I can get out of this bed. We see some very sick people at my clinic, and and the Dalai Lama said once, "What's the strangest thing you know about humans?" And he said that they'll sacrifice their health for their wealth initially, and then they sacrifice their wealth for their health. Don't sacrifice anything. Get healthy, stay healthy, educate yourself. Even the time that you're spending on this call, you are learning something. You are getting inspired about something. you will make a better decision. When you cut on that board, the cutting board, and you see that score mark, where's that going? It's going into you and your family. Get rid of it. Just get rid of it. The 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 spatulas, all those things. I use titanium, I use stainless, I use glass. I do not use plastic. It is just too doggone toxic. Don't do it. This hormonal decline happens with men and women. This is not exclusive to either sex. Women go through menopause, men go through what's called andropause. And 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 it's not fun. Okay. There will be a predictable effect when this happens. This is something that's very correctable. Not only the exposure of these microplastics, but also raising this testosterone up. And we have a wonderful product for that. As a naturopathic doctor for 35 years, I have seen every product on the market. I've been asked by many times to be a chief science officer, and I've rejected that offer. The reason why is because the science wasn't there. The science is here. When we have a level of testosterone that is too low, there will be a physiological and a physical effect. This is something that you're seeing more and more in society. It's just not plastics. It's glycophosphate. It's the chemicals that you're exposed to. It's the halogens in the water. It's the chlorine. It's the bromine. There are so many things that are working against us that we need to be doing things on a regular basis to detoxify, to help the liver, to help the four elimination pathways: breath, sweat, urine, and fecal. When people lose weight, did you know that most of it's from the breath? That's true. Yeah. And so if you are living on the northern hemisphere of the planet Earth, you're going to see a haze over it. Now, some of you on this call are not from the northern hemisphere. You're breathing and drinking and bathing in better quality product. You're bathing in better water. You're breathing better quality air. But for us on the top side, you can actually see it from space. There's a haze. And there's less than 1% of the air that transfers from the southern hemisphere to the northern hemisphere and vice versa. That's true of the water too. There's a hyperparabolic effect that happens at the equator. It's kind of fascinating. So it's almost its own little system up the top and also on the bottom. When you have blood sugar handling issues, insurance companies don't want to insure you. Why? Why is that the case? Because they don't have enough money. It's not enough of a return on the investment. They say, no, we're not going to do it. So this is a cause. This is a root cause for so many different problems that we see in the practice. This is something that needs to be addressed. And if I were you, I would get your levels tested. If they're low, there will be problems. Get them up. Get them up naturally. If you take synthetics, you'll have to stay on synthetics forever. And you don't have to. The testosterone molecule is a beautiful structure. And it's something that when this is dialed in and you're in the zone, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel another whole level spring your step. When it's down, there's more body aches, there's more pain, there's more fatigue, there's more confusion, there's less sexual function. There's just so many good things associated with a ideal level of testosterone for men and women. When it's low, there will be problems. Relationships. You don't have that same drive. You're more susceptible to falls and to fractures and to infertility. A lot of people spend a lot of money on fertility. They don't, here's the problem. This is the problem. If there is a hormone that really, really stands out above the rest, it is testosterone. Growth hormone's up there too, and you can naturally increase that as well. And as you age, that declines as well. But testosterone is one of those key foundational hormones that you really want to dial in and to do something regularly to keep that level up. Again, it's not just for men. Women need this too. They don't need as much. All hormones are needed by both sexes, all of them. Obviously, different proportions, but women need this as well. I can't tell you how many women come into the practice that there is just no libido. There's just no drive. They're not really enjoying life. They're just not, their bones are brittle. They don't have good immunity. Their brain cognition is down. There is a root cause, and oftentimes this is it. If you got a family member, invite them to this call. They'll be inspired. We rotate out different products that we talk about on Wednesday nights, but this is one of my favorite. And the reason why is because it's got such reaching potentials for people's health and vitality. Reacher was actually taking synthetic hormones, okay? And the problem with that is that he'll need to stay on that. Now, I have patients that are taking injectables and they want to wean off. They understand that there's something better out there. And you can do that. There is a handoff, there is a gradual handoff. When you take a synthetic hormone, it will shut down the natural production. Your body's saying, hey, I don't need to produce it anymore. Thank you. Thank you. You do have lifting. I'll just sit back and relax. Well, it shuts down testicular production of testosterone. Our product revitalizes those organs. Our product revitalizes the pathway to produce your own. That's the difference here. Great show, by the way. T-MaxxPro is the product. This is the product that has been scientifically validated. I love this product. I take it every day. My testosterone was very low a long time ago. And right now it's hovering around 900. I feel fantastic. I have no pain. My body weight is ideal. My strength is strong. My acuity is strong. I have no sexual dysfunction. All these things are good, and it can be for you too. When we have a challenge, it's one of those things that you want to learn as much as you can about it, whatever the challenge is. And the best care is self-care. Be an authority on this. Become knowledgeable on this topic of endocrine disruption. If you have a challenge, there's a chance that your friends and family members are bathing in that same water, drinking that same water, eating that same food, using cutting boards and all those other things, those plastic boards. So become an influencer of health. It's the second greatest gift that you can give someone. TESTOSURGE is scientifically proven, period. This is a product that you can stand behind. It is very powerful. It does what it says it does, and you will feel it. There's a gradual ramp up. That's what nutraceuticals are. A pharmaceutical is instant. This is not that. Okay, so have realistic expectations. You have to give it a few weeks to things to kind of kick into gear. But I have had patients that feel better after even 1 day of use of this. Here's the science. 313% increase in total testosterone within 8 weeks. Yeah, one a day. That's it. It's simple. If yours is low, you need to take this, period. This is 2 studies. One was with exercise, one was without exercise. Even without the exercise, there was still a rise in the testosterone. Fat loss wasn't as prevalent, but still there was a rise in testosterone. And that testosterone is in acceptable ranges. It truly is an amazing thing. People feel better. I'll tell you this. I've not had one person come back to me and say, you know what, just didn't do anything for me. No, just didn't do anything for me. No, it hasn't done it. That's not happened. Why? Because it works. I would never put my name behind something that is a flash in the pan. I don't care about It, the fluff, it's a science. I have to have results in the practice, and this does it. What happens is we do a fall assessment in our office. It's called the fall track too. It's an incredible device. You stand on this board with your eyes open, your eyes closed, and then unstable surface, eyes open and eyes closed, and it shows your predisposition towards fall. It's one of those things that if you're a certain age and you fall, there's a good chance you're going to break something. And if the bone density is too thin, there's a chance you might not heal and you can't move and those hips don't repair and they can't do surgery and those lungs fill up and that's it. That's why it's important to keep this, not just for the youthful feel that you have with it, but to preserve your life. What happens is as the testosterone goes down, the explosive power in our legs declines. The ability to catch yourself from falling, that catch from tripping, that you recover from not falling, that explosive power diminishes. Testosterone is directly related back to that process. So you've stumbled and fumbled and didn't fall. That process needs to be maintained as long as possible. Very important. Muscle integrity directly associated with this. Brain, heart, next big muscle, next biggest longevity is your thighs. Okay. Thigh health, muscle grip strength, all relate back to longevity. A lot of folks have got a lot of problems with sleep. I would say that 90% of my practice is these challenges are precipitated with sleep deprivation. When you don't sleep, you don't heal. When you have low testosterone levels, you don't sleep well. So increasing testosterone will increase the quality of sleep. We do a neural check, fantastic test to see stress level and sympathetic, parasympathetic dominance. How resilient are you? With testosterone that decreases, that causes challenges. Our product not only raises testosterone, but it also inhibits the bad testosterone, the 5-alpha reductase, the aromatase, all those things that are endocrine disruptors causing us to have more problems are accentuated. That pathway of the wrong testosterone is inhibited with our product. So we get you the right stuff and tend to block the bad. Totally great. As 5-alpha reductase goes up, prostate problems happen. Hair loss happens. So the thing is that it's not about cosmetic but hair. It's more about your overall health. Okay, both are important. We have every certification that's needed. It's backed by clinical trials. We've done our science. This is a very well researched product, 100% natural, and you can feel confident with giving this to your friends and family, your patients. If you're physicians, I see a few physicians on this call. This is one of those tools in the toolbox of health and longevity. I take this every day. I'll always take this. I really, really like this product. It's not the only product I recommend, but it's one of my main tools I go to, especially when I see symptoms of low T. How about the younger folks? Yeah, even 23-year-olds. Their testosterone is just not what it once was. Look at us as a society 25 years ago. Men look like men and women look like women. I'm not trying to get political here, but it's because of endocrine disruption. There's a lot more feminism that's happening in the male body. And it's because of the estrogen over estrogen activation. These plastics are causing problems. Our lives are at risk for this. I'm not an alarmist. We have time to turn it around. And it starts with you. Yes, you, the people that are on this call. You now know something that probably your other friends and family members don't know. Please educate them. This is something that we can all lock arms with and make you better, but also make this planet better. Do not participate in plastics. Choose stainless, titanium, glass. That's a better option. Use the far infrared sauna routinely. Use the whole body vibration platform. Detox your liver. This is a great product. It really is. You're going to enjoy it, and men and women both need it. Women need less. I find that women, it's either every third day or every other day, and there's a ramp up for them too. But they can, if there's low testosterone for women, they start on this product, they're going to feel a difference, and it's usually faster, actually, than even men. That's the code there. If you have any questions that I've talked about, or even past lectures that I've talked about, there's no wrong question. Scan that code, download Telegram. You need your phone number for that or whatever, and then you got to sign up for the Telegram. It's a free app. I host a Sunridge Health and Healing group. I post a lot of different information on that. You're more than welcome to join that. Just ask me, and I'm happy to invite you to that group too. But this is for you. This is the question. That's the code that links right to me. And so there's never any wrong question. Okay, I'm here for you. I'm passionate about health and healing. It's a gift, and it's a God gift, and I really, really appreciate what I do. I love what I do. So I was asked recently, would you do this if I had to work? And I said, yeah, absolutely, I would, and I do now. I'm semi-retired. I work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, every other week. So, Rob, it's back to you. God bless you guys. See you next time.
Hey, Dr. Marty, sensational. That was awesome. Thank you so much also for providing this outlet so we can get these questions answered. So big shout out here. Thank you so much. Let's go over to Charles here now. Charles, did you want to make any comments or any questions, Charles?
Not at this time, Rob, but just excited about the new product and just thank Doc for all the information.
Yeah, this is absolutely excellent. I'm excited. Do you have an update, Charles, when the new product, Testosterone Pro, the T-MaxxPro Plus, will be in? Do you have any update on that?
Well, speaking with Eric today, they're still hoping that the product is in the warehouse by the end of the week. But as soon as it hits there, we're going to have them up and we'll send out an email.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Can't wait to get it. Thank you so much, Charles, our
Yeah.
VP of Business Development. And again, big shout out to Dr. Marty Monahan. Great session. Looking forward. Let's take any questions your guests, your family members may have about the products. And this is not just about the T-Maxx. This could be about the Phyto Pro Max, or the Nitro Max. Anything that you need a little help with. This is excellent resource here you've given us, Dr. Marty. Thank you so very much. So everybody, have yourself a wonderful week. We'll be back here with Dr. Marty Monahan next Wednesday night, same time, same channel. This is a great space to invite your friends, family, and those that you care about to get the latest information about health and vitality. So look forward to seeing you then. All the very best, everybody. Have yourself a great evening. Bye.